Hello, and welcome to my screencast of my wiki. And mine is web address up here, iqresearchresources.wikispaces.com. This is for students in my world history course who have to write a research paper this semester. And so the early parts of the research paper are selecting a topic in 3 time periods from a list of about 5 or 6, and then finding 5 to 7 websites to help with that research. And a lot of my students have issues with finding reputable websites or maybe websites with enough information. And so this site is a place where we can all kind of come together and help each other out. So we see right here, this is the home page, of course. There's a little video down here about procrastination because it's definitely something I still struggle with, and I know my students do as well. So a little bit of something there to kind of break the ice. It takes a certain amount of confidence to post to some of these sites, and with freshmen in high school, I kind of wanted to make it seem more comfortable. But over here, we have our different pages. So when we click on downloadable resources, we have directions for the research paper, just general directions, the worksheet that they have to fill out for their topic and works cited pages, and then an example of how to do an outline. Again, we would cover all these things in class, but they're here as another place for them to have it handy while they're looking at websites. So I have these arranged by topic. So if we click Art Research Resources, you'll see that I have several different time periods listed. So my intent is that students can come here and say, okay, one of my time periods that I'm talking about is the contemporary world. And so here is a link that I can follow and possibly use. And as they go out and research, then they come back and add links that they have found useful for other students to use as well. And then they would subsequently then add these to the correct time period simply by clicking Edit. And then let's say they found one from the Renaissance and Reformation. They would come down here, tab it over to indent, insert the link, insert the text and the address there, and add it. And then after that, provide a brief explanation as to what the page is about. If we go to the other ones, this is basically the same thing. I have the time periods listed, and then students would fill these in, and I would continue to fill them in as we were able to locate more resources. And then, by with everybody contributing, we would have, a whole bunch of good works cited pages, and just the ability for students to not have to struggle so much in searching for good information. So we're all kind of building it together and helping each other out here. With a couple of these, I have some general hints for directions for them to go in. For example, slavery. Since this is a world history class, keeping that worldly perspective and not just looking at the United States. So I've provided a general timeline to begin with, and then hopefully they would be able to go from there. So I think that's basically it. Again, just having the pages over here on the side, very easy to get to, very easy to edit, and allow student ownership and hopefully we'll be successful.